We got the intro. What's fucking good? Yeah. Let me stop being little for that blackball news. This bitch got 12 gigabytes of RAM. What the fuck is that?
It's so fast.
It's so fun. Listen, chat. This used to be my bro. The 12 Pro Max, y'all fucked this phone up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all niggas piss me off. This shit is the quietest iPhone y'all ever made. First of all, that's why I got another phone. No, it's not really, but it is. This is the second reason. I got banned on fucking Snapchat. And I'm an artist. You know, if you know music, bro, you gotta have your shit everywhere, dude.
Nigga, something my people turn shit up. But I didn't want to say that shit.
We should dig and shit all day.
Hey, mine?
Shit, dude.
Smack that.
Yeah. You gotta put some honey there. Say that one.
Smack that. I know. I'll be greening.
That's all I'm saying green. I gotta find new words to say shit, dude. You know, they say they hate that shit, but every time I join the party, it should be good, is it? Or is it not? Man, you don't even know this shit big. You don't know this shit big.
Alright, y'all, we're gonna react to the this brand new iPhone drop.
Biggest improvement to the new A19 Pro chip is neural accelerators, but Apple didn't demo a single tangible use case. Apple suddenly, randomly, for like the first time ever, couldn't stop talking about thermal performance, even going as far as to ditch their favorite material ever, titanium, completely change the look of the phone to get as much heat-conductive metal into the design as possible, and to create and fit this whole new vapor chamber on the inside. But with no features to accompany these hardware changes. Everyone assumed, oh, they're improving cooling, they're increasing the battery size, they're offering more storage. That's obviously because, you know, these new phones are going to record video in 8K.
8K?
Oop. So what the hell is going on? Here's what I think. I need 8K. Guys, they're offering more storage. That's obviously because, you know, these new phones are going to record video in 8K.
Hey, wait, pause it real quick. I got some real news to say.
No, he said psych, nah.
Oh, psych. Okay, never mind. You niggas who be complaining about videos on a phone, you niggas are smoking dick, boy. You will go buy another camera just to shoot a video when you can do the same shit on your phone. It's called editing, my boy. That's all it is.
It's 4K.
It's 4K. Exactly. You ain't see Lyrical Lemonade, you ain't see Cole Bennett on
Other grading, any of that.
Like, bro. But I was gonna say, now 8K is OD. That's OD. That's
no, cause bro.
Bro, if they
because,
doing
you know,
that,
these
bro,
new phones are going to record video in 8K.
Well, next year we're gonna have 12.
So what the hell is going on? Here's what I think. I think that the main benefit of the Pro iPhones this year doesn't actually exist yet. It looks, on the face of it, like a bit of a collection of somewhat random upgrades right now, but there is a bigger reason why these are the way they are. And we should talk about it. So the cameras are actually amazing. It's the build-up of many smaller image processing changes that make this phone feel unbelievably reliable. No individual component here is special, but it's just a combination of 3 48-megapixel sensors that are just smarter. So even compared to the 16 Pro phones, these give you even more of that feeling of, I can take any shot in almost any lighting condition, day or night. I know that portrait mode shots are going to look extra crisp, even if I use some digital zoom. And this new front camera is the biggest example of this. I really like how wide it goes. I think it's so cool that they've done that without losing any detail if you still want to shoot close. This camera is the difference between actually being able to fit 2 people on your side of a FaceTime call, as opposed to having to flick backwards and forwards between you like I've been doing for the last 10 years. And also, if you are an uber nerd like me, then the fact that you can record video in ProRes RAW is insane, because like this is video coming out of the normal default camera app. This is what you can get if you shoot in ProRes RAW. And it's not even higher resolution, it's just the purest form of video file that gives you unlimited ability to tinker with it with practically 0 quality loss. And also, if you then decide that a scene you've shot looks horrible and warm, then you can just flip the white balance completely. It's really impressive. But pretty much every upgrade for these new iPhones has some sort of asterisk. And the one for cameras is that the actual headline camera feature, you know, this new 48 megapixel 4x telephoto lens, it makes very little difference. You can't focus on objects that are up close, so it keeps switching you over to the main 1x camera, even when you're zoomed in. And when you're trying to go all the way to max zoom, well, I'd say sometimes you really can notice the improvement, but in many situations you also can't. Makes me think this is more of a software improvement than it is a hardware one. Plus, it does just feel like such an obvious gap that the phones can't shoot 8K video, and that they still haven't fixed those annoying flares you get when you're looking at light sources.
Literally, because what the fuck work is bad.
Same thing for battery.
Ghost.
Like I was sitting down yesterday at 3 p.m. with almost 80% left on my Pro Max thinking, what do I do with all of this? Which is a great position to be in when you're spending way north of $1,000 and you want your phone to be future-proof. Plus, it feels kind of strange to have a set of iPhones with decently fast charging. Like just throwing them into my MacBook Power Brick, these are both very close to full after 1 hour of charging. Far from the fastest on the market, but faster than last gen, even though they are bigger sized batteries too. But asterisk, as we've seen from our battery test, how big of an upgrade the 17 Pros actually are compared to the 16 Pros depends largely on whether you'll get the eSIM-only version, which you get in countries like the US, and if you do, that one's looking like a very healthy 12 to 15% improvement, or you're going to get the physical SIM version in Europe and India, which is looking like a much smaller 6% or so improvement. You'll be fine either way, but that extra 7 to 8% difference between the two will probably be the difference over time of your battery feeling a full year newer than it is. Thankfully, iOS 26 has not been the battery nuke that I was expecting it to be, with all these lighting effects, but, and I don't want to talk about this too much because you can get this software on any iPhone, I have been a little surprised that even on these smartphones designed around iOS 26, it still feels really unpolished. It's beautiful from a distance. I think the animations and the icons and the lock screen and the ability to turn any wallpaper into this spatial scene, they're all improvements, but it's just up close. There are so many repeatable glitches and animation breakers and things that suddenly aren't very readable that it clearly needs more time in the oven. Thankfully, the physical design of the phone does feel a lot more refined. I've seen so many people saying these things look atrocious. And I feel like special mention to this orange color for becoming probably the most controversial pro iPhone finish ever. I get it, but they really work for me. They feel really smooth in your hands with how the metal wraps around the sides, and yeah, they're not as minimalist as before, but honestly, having a phone that looks unique, and you know that the reason it looks unique is because that allows it to perform better.
It looks unique. Have y'all seen the Google Pixel phone? I thought this was a unique looking phone until I saw the Google Pixel phone.
Like, what the fuck? It damn near looks like this.
Yeah.
Just with a fucking bigger box. That's all it fucking has.
Yeah.
Instead of a G, that bitch has a fucking Apple.
That is cool. I'm really on the side that Apple just
Like,
just jacket Android. But this is a jacket. I'm pretty sure these came out. I'm asking. What is Pixel 9?
Yeah.
Pixel 10. Pixel 10. Damn, it's been
That bitch $30?
not for a minute. A month.
Oh, I was finna say, oh, I'm gonna give you one of them bitches right now, nigga. $30? Shit. I think that's freaking, boy. Exactly, nigga. What?
Did they drop already?
I believe so.
Dude, like, what the fuck?
For week at least.
So then, guys, it's been a week with living with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I've been using it as my main phone every single day for calls, messages, filming, videos, gaming, everything. You name it, I've been using it like my normal phone. And in my 48-hour review, I was seriously impressed. But living with this phone for a week has shown me even more reasons why I'm in love with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And with that, let's get started. And let's talk about the design first of all. So the actual body of this phone is made out of that new aluminum uni body.
Yo, move.
And you know,
this shit out of my way. What is this?
I ain't gonna lie, Apple, y'all lost me again. I would still have one of y'all phones, but I'm not buying this shit.
On the fence, obviously you should put your phone in a case, but I just don't think it's fair that the edges of the phone should start scratching off. Now this is the other thing what you've got to remember, that even if you put your phone in a case, it could be that the edges could start rubbing in your case here. Remember, a case can't fully protect out your phone 100%. So it's going to be interesting even seeing with phones living in a case, what is going to happen in the future, especially around the edges, if it's going to start to chip off, or that if you take off your case, clean it and put it back on, that your actual case might rub the edges and might even start to scratch it. We just don't know at this stage, but it is going to be an interesting one to note here as we go into the next few months. But moving on to the iPhone 7's let's talk about the rest of the design. One of the big other changes we got with this phone, and something what I actually really do love now, is the full width camera plateau. It balances out the phone perfectly now when it's lying flat on the table, so it doesn't really wobble as much. Why do you want your camera like that? Look at this. So the great thing is, if you use your phone like I'm using it now, I can put my fingers underneath this plateau, and you'd be surprised how useful that is. Even if you have it in the case, because obviously it will bulge out there, It's really
their
useful,
phone?
and I understand why now. Say,
Look at this man's age. That's why. How does he hold the phone?
First, his phone has phone like this.
This is how he uses the phone.
Yeah.
That's why he's funny.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. His ass. That's an ass number. How you use this again? Nigga said, like,
But I don't see it.
I hold my shit like this. You see this? My fingers is across the shit like this. Or grab your shit like this. Who the fuck is holding a phone 3 fingers back? And bro, you got me fucked up.
phone perfectly now when it's to see what happens in the future. But let's move on then. Let's talk about the display next of all. Now the display has been a real joy to use all week to see what happens in the future. Let's move on then. Let's talk about the display.
Okay, so this phone basically is just a new camera. That's all it is basically. That's all I heard.
Impressive too.
Right? Oh, it was new camera, iPhone 17. Huh? New camera. We got these new features. So when somebody texts you, you can see it like clearly. Ha! Camera goes in and it goes out.
Let's see the actual Apple commercial. Because I want to see how they handle that shit.
This whole video was just for a new camera.
Fastest chip.
What did y'all see?
Longest battery life.
I seen
17 Pro.
a heated camera with an Apple logo on it. Display as a phone. Y'all didn't even see it and say the phone call services, the new one. Y'all gotta just send us one of them ones. We good. They finna send y'all finna send us one of them bitches.
Okay.
We gonna let y'all know. We not buying shit. We just watched that video. That y'all just displayed a lot of camera games.
They sent me the 14.
I'm gonna need one of them.
You know?
This one right here, they sent this shit.
Look.
Using the fuck out that camera too.
Exactly. I did my storage on it, so this one got so we gonna need a new one. Let me see how my camera looks. I got me fucked.
Y'all don't even know the story on my phone.
Fuck around, blew my high. Fuck around, kill my vibe. Fuck around, kill your guys. And all my niggas gon' keep spinning like the Wizard of Oz. And we throwing M's cause I kick it with Maz. No, I don't wear crosses, but don't cross me. Have you kick it with God? AK or HK. Check my KD, who go did it in Kai. I know some real hacker niggas, they'll give you a mod. I know some real Somalian niggas, all their name is a mod. Wait, actually, I mean I miss. Shit, it's a nice day if you wanna hoop. I got my 5, you can get your 6.